Welcome to Faith in 5, a weekly video devotional designed to discuss practical spiritual concepts in 5 minutes or less.
So if 2020 had a theme song, what do you think it would be? I've seen a few people do some social media posts about that. There's some pretty funny answers. And one I was thinking about, well, it's one of my favorite albums, comes from Green Day. They had a great Grammy-winning album called American Idiot. It's actually been turned into a Broadway musical, which means my daughters actually listen to it too. But the biggest hit song on that was a song called Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Man, if that doesn't sound like this year, I don't know what is. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and in the chorus says, I walk alone, I walk alone. I want to give you two thoughts on fighting that perspective, because I believe God has more for us in this year and in what's next. And the first thought is this, is to remember that unlike the song, I walk alone, you're not alone. You're not alone in what you're feeling. You have nothing to be ashamed of if you're struggling at all. It's become more prevalent than ever, seeing athletes and celebrities honestly admitting in public their struggles with mental health. And I think that's beautiful. That's so powerful to let people know this is a shared human experience. There's not shame in it. We're not alone in it. This is, we're facing things that most of humanity hasn't faced for decades even. And, I think about throughout the Bible, what I love is the Bible isn't just a book of like great Bible heroes. It's a book about real people that struggled with real life. And as you read stories of people like Moses, Elijah, David, Paul, you see these are guys that struggled with a lot of stuff, some depression, some anxiety, some anger. So there's a lot of real life stories in there. We're meant to learn from those. Those encourage us. And as we're honest and share our stories with others, maybe our stories can encourage them, remind them that they're not alone. We can even point them towards God. And by the way, just because you struggle with this stuff, it doesn't mean that you don't have faith. So please don't see it like that. Saying that I'm struggling with something doesn't mean I don't have faith. Instead, actually, our faith can help. Faith and anxiety can coexist, and my faith can actually help that. And you're never alone because you've got God with you every step of the way. And I believe He has something better for us. In fact, maybe He wants our theme song to be something different. We'll stay in the rock theme. Maybe it should be something a little more like the classic Kansas hit from the 70s, Carry On, My Wayward Son and Daughter, Carry On. The chorus says, there's peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Second thought, we got to learn to understand there are certain seasons to life. So we're meant to carry on through them. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 has great stuff about seasons in our life. And actually a great rock song was made based on that chapter as well. It talks about there's always different seasons going in our life. I believe that's why God created the seasons, to help teach us that. And some seasons go on longer than we expect, longer than we hope, longer than we wanted, and we don't know when they're going to end. But the goal is to learn what I'm meant to learn in this season, so that I'm ready for the next one that's coming, because there is another one that's coming. I love this promise. I've been returning to it a lot in this season. It comes from the Apostle Paul, Philippians 3:13. He says, forgetting what is behind me and straining toward what is ahead. Straining towards what is ahead. I press on. He carries on. I press on and carry on toward the goal to win the prize that God has called me heavenward in Christ. Paul had some crazy seasons in his life. Some big seasons of rebelling against God, and then seasons of feeling lost, and then a big season of getting prepared for ministry, and then in ministry had really fruitful seasons, and seasons in prison or getting beaten. I mean, he's had all kinds of seasons, but none of the hard ones ever held him back. And he never got stuck in any one season. Instead, he lived by that truth, forgetting what is behind, straining towards what is ahead, keeping his eyes focused on Jesus and all that God has called him to. Maybe his theme song would be from Fleetwood Mac, Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. Right? Keep our eyes focused on what's ahead. Because listen, the season is ending, another one's coming, and hope is coming.
Thanks for watching Faith in 5. If you like what you see, please like and share. If you're interested in making a donation to our ministry, please click the link below.